Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194 and appreciate you taking the time to visit and check out my video. And we are back here at Spa. Look at them beautiful cars. And I tried to do the late race in the CP server, but it didn't go so good. And I'll explain that. So I wanted to try to do some testing, trying to get set up for this AMG EVO. So let's get this thing going.
Stay double file.
So, of course, the AI is at 100 and aggression's 100. Plus, I need some practice. You know, I really could help with some practice. So, that also.
Green light. Go, go, go. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Dang it.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
The outside, that's not good.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Yeah.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I dive bombed him. Wrecked right here, hitting that inside curbing.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
If I can catch up to these guys, I don't know. Martin's got the Lamborghini all over him.
Well done, mate. That's all the best.
Dang it, too deep. But yeah, I had the car a little bit too low in the front, and when the fuel burns off the AMG, it all races in the rear, so the front stays where it's at. So I don't have to worry about that. So, and I just had it too low in the CP race, and it touched that inside curve there going up a Rouge, and that was the end of that. Lost all my time. Ah, dang it. Saved it, but I just killed myself. I gotta catch some guys like that. I have to ask Martin right back on me. Usually doesn't do that. I got the TC down. So let's turn it back up. Just a 4 and see how it goes. I was trying it lower. Back on my horse and see if we can get going. I don't like that. It's understeering more than I really like going through there. lot more fuel than they do. I don't mind touching the curb, so I want to see if it's going to wreck.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
There, and I'm losing up here. Better. Like I said, the rear end is what raises as the fuel comes down. So the rear end goes up. And of course that changes the balance of the car. So that's another thing I'm trying to consider as you burn the fuel off.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Alright, we're going to turn the brakes bias up. Try that. You know, like trying different things to see if it's going to make any difference. Fall off is it's not too bad. Tires look okay.
Driver ahead is up to 3.
What the heck? That messed me up. Computer just had a glitch. I don't know what the heck that was. a good time to be having that, going through a Rouge. Staying on it. Look at that Lamborghini catching me slowly. I'm pulling on him through the Rouge, but loose. Last lap, I think, coming up here.
Okay, your leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Good race. A lot better going through there that time than the last lap. What does that Lamborghini pull up on me up through here? It's pretty consistent. I mean, really. The car again is probably way more consistent than I am.
Anita has finished the race. Alright, race is over. Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back to the pits.
20 minutes. Sweat. Good workout. All right. So let's, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I really take a look at the setup. I mean, you know, finished 4th, started 6th. Wish I could have got away with the first 3 because the pace was pretty. As fast was at 220.02. Marciello's was 219.70, so he's definitely faster than me by a little bit. I didn't run at high 219s at the end. Matt Campbell, he's doing it with that Porsche. Good grief. Yeah, 219.65 was his fastest. But look how consistent. I mean, he's running high 219s at the end also. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely getting it. I'm about running the same with the Porsches I am with all the other stuff, so I'm not too far off that. But like I said, of course they had less fuel, so that probably doesn't hurt. What was my fast lap? Okay, same there, 220.15, and that was actually faster here. If I would have had that, I would have been a no. So that's lap 5. Let's take a look at that. Bear with me. I just want to look and see if there's any black marks, any sparks. What kind of speed we're doing. Again, this is just stuff that I usually check. Actually, more than just one lap. I check multiple laps. No, don't see no sparks. Always check going to Perouge. Little sparks is okay. Don't really want a lot of big ones. That can upset the car and slow your speed down. Oh, you just hit 163. So that's not bad. Nothing great, but it's okay. Right there, I mean, the Lamborghini and the Ferrari are at run 62, 163, so just sometimes I'm looking for black marks. You see one tire spinning or something. I don't see anything yet. I haven't seen nothing really yet. Any locking up. I got the brakes pretty aggressive. Yeah, that Lamborghini wasn't letting me go. He was definitely, at times, closing right in through here on me. So I can still have fun with AI racing. I don't know. I have fun with either one. I just like good races. That's all. One thing I do like is, I mean, you get all the real liveries and stuff. I just think that looks so cool. All these awesome looking liveries. You know, I mean, some of them look really, really nice. the custom ones in multiplayer, but some of them could be pretty hideous too. So they can be pretty much an eyesore. So it's all subjective. So I understand that, but that was my fast lap. So okay, but it looked pretty good. I mean, it didn't look bad. And again, I don't. The last two were 220.5 and 220.5. So, right there. I was losing a little bit near the end. Some of it's probably just me. Some of it's the car. Pretty consistent through, though. I mean, really, as consistent as I can get. Still everything within a half a second. So let's go over to setup. Take a look at it. I got 25.3 for the front tires, 25.8 for the rear. The toes negative 0.05 with the camber at negative 3.5 and the caster at 10.5. And kind of like the Lamborghini, I mean, I did negative 3.6 and up. I tried a lot of different stuff. And again, I just seemed happier here at negative 3.5. So the toe is negative 0.5. And again, I tried a lot of different stuff on the toes also. And then the camber was negative 3.1. Electronics were 3 and 3. I did try 2, but it just, too easy to wreck. So I guess, maybe somebody better that can handle the car better than me could go down to 2 and you could gain maybe a little time, but I just was a little bit safer with it, 3 and 3. Of course, fuel tires are probably got light graining. That's it. So that's not real bad, to be honest. I figured it might be worse than that after 20 minutes, but that's really not bad. So I'll take that. I still, see, this is another issue that I'm having with all these cars now ever since the update. I cannot get these tires to wear even. And I'm trying to keep working on solutions to try to get it closer anyway. I'd rather have the rear tires wear more than the front. And then as the car starts to understeer, it'll probably catch up, if not surpass it. But it'd be really close. But as you can see, this is not bad, but it's still, maybe I need to start with heavier braking, and that's the only way that's the only way it seems like I can get the rear tires to wear more is more brake bias. But to do that, you got to have more downforce. You can't put all kinds of brake bias in it and then run no downforce. Or if you do that, you got to run the car in the rear real low. So that causes other issues. And we'll talk about that when I get to that. But this is one of my problems that I'm having with all the cars is it seems like no matter what it is anymore, it seems like with this new update, the fronts, no matter if it's a front engine, a mid-engine, no matter what it is, the front tires wear faster than the rears. And it's really hard to get it close. I mean, if I can get it close, we're gold. And this is not terrible. I've seen it worse. So, because as it goes, it would get worse. So that's why I want to dial in more brake bias as fast as I can to start wearing the rear tires, trying to have it equalize out. So that's at least what I'm trying to think anyway. Mechanical got 3 on the anti-roll bar, 55 in the brake bias. Steering ratio's at 12. Springs in the front are 143,000 with a bump stop rate of 900 and a bump stop range of 5. And the springs on the rear are 107,000 with a bump stop rate of 700 and a bump stop range of 15. Anti-roll bar is 4 with the preload on the diff at 60. So again, with the setup, trying to run a little less roll bar in the front and a little bit more in the rear to get the car to rotate. And then use the rear ride height, which helps rotate the car. Try to get it a little lower than normal. Than I usually lower the rear height, the ride height to where it's a little bit more even front to rear, to have a better balance. At least that's what I'm trying. I really didn't see again. I mean, it's running near the same times that I was running with the Lamborghini. So again, I mean, it's okay times, but it's nothing like the front of the fast guys. So again, I mean, I'm still scratching my head. I mean, I guess I need more practice. Need to do, I don't know if it's car, me, could probably, I mean, it's not the car itself. It's what I have to set up in the car. But that's what I meant. I mean, obviously, all these cars are pretty close. Um, so I don't know. Again, I'm kind of scratching my head, but I keep trying different things. Shocks in the front are 4, 2, 5, 3, and on the rear they're 3, 1, 4, 2. Aero got 46 in the front, 74 in the rear with a 7 splitter in the front, an 8 rear wing, and a 4 and a 3 in the brake ducts, and the front aero variation is a .4. Now here is one of those places where I'm constantly changing stuff, and in the race I had the wing at 6. I had the wing at 6 and the ride height down farther because that's what you have to do, because now you got, because if you turn this wing down, let's go down to 6. Well, now look at, we got a 1.6 aero variation. It's going to over rotate, and also the brakes, the back end's going to start getting real light and doing that happy dancing because you got a lot of rear brake going, trying to get the rear tires to wear even, but you don't have the wing to keep the rear end down. So to compensate for that, I lowered the rear. And I don't remember exactly what I had it at. I think it was at 70 or 71, and I did it at that. And that didn't seem too bad. So you might want to try that combination. If you go down to 6 and try it around 70 to 71, maybe you'll like that. But you really have to use the brake to help with some of the corner, mid-corner understeer. Kind of like that double left-hander. Some of the corners, you got to trail brake pretty good going in the corners to get the car to rotate, because it won't rotate on its own because it's got no ride height in the back in some of those places. So it's just certain corners it affects, certain ones it doesn't, because you're on the brakes going into the corner anyway. But other corners where you're not on the brakes, it's going to want to understeer, and you might have to use the brake to modulate to try to get the car to turn, to rotate, using just barely touching the brake and things like that. So it can get real tricky. So I tried that, and I wasn't even on the brake, and that's when I lost it going up Rouge. But I think it was this. I think it was the ride height in the front, because I had it at 45, and that was too low. So don't go any lower in the front. If you do, you have a chance of hitting. So I just raised it to 46, and it's fine. I hit the curb and things like that, and it's fine. But I can't show you because it's disabled. But when you take the fuel out, it's gonna go. This is always gonna raise 3. It's gonna go up 3 clicks when you go from 80 liters down to 5-6 liters. This is gonna go up 3. So again, take that as you will. So again, I'll make this a setup, and any questions or feedback is always welcome. Again, I'm sorry this video is a little longer. I'm just trying to explain some things and give you guys some options of what you can try if maybe it fits your driving style better. Some of the things that that I'm having issues with trying to get figured out and dialed in, and just things that I think is important. I mean, tire wear is really important to try to keep it close. That's how you keep it consistent, and also just the balance of the car. I mean, as far as being able to drive it for how long and keeping it on the track without it basically sawing the steering wheel all day long. So again, I sure hope you give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I sure hope you like the video. And kind of tired, my mind went blank. Sorry about that. But yeah, of course, a link will be in the description for this. It's pretty late, but yeah, a link for this setup will be in the description. And of course, I have a PayPal link that'll be in the description also. And thank you to everybody that has contributed and supports me, and no matter if it's that way, if it's liking, subscribing, all the things, any kind of support is appreciated. And I sure hope you share it with anybody. I would appreciate that. That's support. And I just want to say thank you. And I sure hope you come back and visit again. And I'll keep trying. Y'all take care. See ya.